Hi, my name is John Kelly of the Kelly Law Team. I want to talk to you about how to research a Phoenix car accident lawyer. When you're doing the research after an auto accident or any kind of personal injury, you have kind of the daunting task of deciding who to hire. And it can be difficult to research law firms and understand how they work and who you're actually getting to represent you. So I just have a couple of pointers to consider when you're going through that process. You know, with social media and Google and the internet, you have a lot of options right at your fingertips to do this research, and that's typically what's done anymore. Google reviews are actually pretty insightful and actually more helpful than you may realize. I think it's important to actually read through the reviews and really think about how they tie into each other to try to get a feel for the firms that you're looking at. So if you have a lawyer in mind, you might take a handful of them and read their reviews in depth. And are they detailed reviews? Do they have specifics in them that show you that they're handling certain type of cases that are similar to yours? Do they appear to be reviews that are actual clients, or do they look like bots had made them and they're not really detailed? You can get a very good impression of a law firm if you've gone through those Google reviews, click down through them all and see. Are there, a bunch of 1-star reviews scattered in with a bunch of 5s? Like, that might be a red flag if they're not consistent. So those are some of the things to look for in the reviews. And then I would do a research across other platforms. So if you're looking at Google, you might switch over to something like Yelp. And they should be kind of consistent, If there's a lot of good reviews on one site and not so high rating on another, it may be somewhat of a red flag. But, look at the Yelp reviews. Look at other platforms and really read those through. The second thing I would look at is certain accreditations or badges on a lawyer's website. And the reason that those are thrown up on the website is to try to show potential client what awards have been won, what settlements have been, resolved to allow you to have an accreditation or a badge. But keep in mind that some of these companies that do these badges are kind of what we consider pay to play. So there's always solicitations that lawyers get in the mail, and some of them you just send them a check and they'll send you an accreditation. So that's not really one that's useful, and it's not really one that a client should consider as being relevant. So there's ones that are, though, and it's pretty easy to tell usually. Things like super lawyers is a good one. Super lawyers requires another lawyer in the industry to recommend that attorney. So if someone's a super lawyer, that's one that's actually got some accreditation that makes some sense. Another thing to look for is, some of the older ones that have been around for a long time, and even ones like Better Business Bureau can still be useful because complaints go through there. And you may call the Arizona State Bar and see if there's any complaints against your lawyer. That's another factor that, the Arizona State Bar on their website, actually, if you type the name of the lawyer in, it's going to have a little flag if there's any kind of disciplinary measures going on, or if their bar's been suspended or on probation, or if there's any relevant complaints you can look at. So that's a good little pointer to make sure you're looking at. Finally, make sure the lawyer has experience in the exact type of case that you have. They should have some content on their website directly relevant to your case. And a lot of law firms and lawyers spread themselves over several different areas of law, and they don't have the focus that an attorney who does, like specifically like I do, personal injury work does. And they may say, well, I also do criminal law and I also do family law. And if their law firm is geared to having several different areas of law that they practice, they may not have the dedicated time to understand all the nuances of their particular area. They're more of a generalist, and it could hurt your case. So I think it's important to find someone that does solely personal injury work if you have a personal injury claim. These are some of the tips that I would have for researching a car accident lawyer in Phoenix. If you have any questions about that process and you want to talk it over with me, feel free to give me a call, 602-283-4122 at the Kelly Law Team.